So we're here with another installment at the Oyster Bay Railroad Museum. Sir, what is your name? What's your first name?
How you doing? I'm Steve.
Steve, how young are you?
I wish I was. 52, almost 53.
Yep, and volunteering here, guarantee you're younger at heart. Where do you live? What town are you from?
I live in East Rockaway.
So you come all the way from the South Shore up here to Oyster Bay. How long does it take you about?
It's between a half hour, 45 minutes on most given days, and I've been doing this for a long time.
How long is long?
Well, I was among those who started this organization back in 1990, back in Mitchel Field, and I've been doing it ever since, so I guess 30 plus years.
And you still get a kick out of it, huh?
For some reason, yeah, I still do. I still do. I still keep coming back.
All right. Tell me, what do you do for a living? What job do you have?
Well, actually, I'm a conductor with the Long Island Railroad.
Huh. So, is railroading in your blood, or which came first, the museum or the railroading?
Well, actually, the museum, because I worked for Nassau County, which is where I stumbled upon locomotive number 35 in Mitchel Field, which is where I said, we do something with that. That led towards the organization becoming an organization, and that led towards being here for 30 plus years. It led towards my interest in railroads. I wound up working for Conrail as a conductor for 3 years, and now I've been on the Long Island Railroad for 25 years. So, yeah, it's all about trains.
Long time. So we know how long you've been a part of the Oyster Bay Railroad Museum, but again, as you described, why did you join Oyster Bay Railroad Museum?
Well, when I stumbled upon the locomotive, it was pretty beat up looking, sitting in a field. It was, I guess, in between stints of restoration, and at the time nobody was working on it. It was over in Mitchel Field in Garden City, some graffiti and some broken bottles, and I said, that's really a shame. So I said, let's see what we can do with old Locomotive 35. Got a bunch of friends together, we started a group. Gary Farkash got involved and said, instead of a group, why don't you make it an organization that can actually raise some money? And from that point on, it became a museum at Oyster Bay, and now it's the Oyster Bay Railroad Museum 30 years later, and we're making great progress, but it all started with Locomotive 35. What can I do to make this old train look nice again? And here we are in full restoration mode.
So your dream has become a reality.
The dream has become a reality. It's a lot longer of a prolonged reality than I expected, but it is ongoing, and the nice thing about it is there's a lot more people involved, and it's in a much better setting, and if nothing else, instead of it now sitting in a field forlorn and forgotten, now it's part of a museum, forever preserved and a part of history.
So you're enjoying yourself after all these years, but tell us, what really is your favorite thing about this museum?
Well, that'd be a couple of things. You know, like anything, you get a little frustrated sometimes. Sometimes you kind of get focused on one thing and you say, wait, what are we really doing here? I mean, we're really making any progress? And then you come back in, you look around, and you go, my God, look at all we did here. This is unbelievable. I mean, it's a museum. People want to come here. People want to be a part of this. People want to volunteer here. I mean, we have things to offer. People come in here with their kids, and the kids want to come back. People smile. People enjoy. They laugh. Our volunteers just keep coming back again and again. They want to be a part of it. So there's camaraderie, there's family, there's friendships, there's being a part of things that are much bigger than I will ever be, because when I'm long dead and buried, this will all still be here. Locomotive 35 and all this other equipment that we have on display here, it's all going to be forever preserved as part of this museum. And of course I get to do a lot more than I ever thought I could do. I mean, I'm an amateur welder, but I can weld. I can do metal work, I can do carpentry work. I can work on trains. I mean, I'm a conductor. I can punch tickets on trains, but I can actually work on trains here at the Oyster Bay Railroad Museum. I mean, that's pretty amazing for a train buff.
And who knows, some of the equipment that you worked on the Long Island Railroad may wind up here in 20 years. You never know.
That's true. Actually, the dinky diesel locomotives that we have here at the Oyster Bay Railroad Museum were working in Morris Park Engine Facility in Richmond Hill when I was working for the railroad. So I guess I'll have to retire with them to the museum.
There you go. That's phenomenal. So if you had to put it in your own words, tell me, why should someone join us and become a volunteer at the Oyster Bay Railroad Museum?
Well, that's actually pretty easy. History. You want to be a part of history? Join the Oyster Bay Railroad Museum. You want to preserve history? Be a part of the Oyster Bay Railroad Museum. You want to leave a mark on something that says, I did something significant. Be a part of the Oyster Bay Railroad Museum. Capabilities. Are you a professional welder? Are you a professional carpenter? You'll get to use your skills here. Are you like me, where, I could put a screw in the wall and mess that up? Come here. They'll teach you how to do it the right way. And they'll let you do it to the extent that you are capable of doing it. And it'll still be good enough on the projects that you enjoy doing. Opportunity. You know what? I don't feel like scraping paint today. I would rather do carpentry. Okay. There's always something here for you to do with whatever skill level or capability or whatever it is you have and you want, or if you have nothing. Something here that you'll want to do, they're going to let you do. They're going to teach you to do. There's educational opportunities here beyond anything that you could ever imagine. And I guess at the end of all that, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. You get to play with trains, you get to smile, you get to watch kids smile and parents smile, everybody's happy, and you're going to make some really amazing friends and relationships here. I did propose to my wife on the front of locomotive number 35. We're still married, so I guess I'm doing something right.
That's phenomenal. That's absolutely phenomenal. And it must be a really good feeling for you, because I could see you smiling. We're out here, it's 100 and some odd degrees in the sunshine, and you're still smiling. So, Steve, I really appreciate you. Yep, sweating and smiling. I really appreciate you taking the time for this interview. Have a great day. Go enjoy lunch and the rest of the day.
Thank you.
All right, you take care.